Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Bila coming to you with another review of the Family Business New Orleans Season 1, Episode 3. This one is called Mask On. Y'all, they starting to get to the plot. The plot is starting to plot. All right. And we all knew this was coming, right? Somebody had to say something to get the ball rolling. And apparently in this episode, that is exactly what happened. So, y'all, this is Sheila Bila. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. The more you do like, the more I go through the algorithm, more people will start to view my commentary. Please comment. I like talking to y'all in the comments. And yeah, just let's go ahead and get into this video. All right. So it starts out, everybody is down there at the Blues casino, which is on, well, no. It starts out with Jean and Saint. They're in the car. And mind y'all, from last episode and the episode before that, they had ended up pow-powing the people that own the club that they are currently at. Remember, they had took that man, they had shot pow-powed the dude and pow-powed the daddy and the son and the daddy, and they tried to, may want to give him $200,000. They pretty much stole that man club. So now they're in front of the club that of the person they stole it from, and they're looking at like, look, business is banging, business is good, like this is what it's about, right? And so they pretty much big up in themselves how they pretty much took that man club, and now they making all this money, making more money than they already are making. And then they bring up Cheryl, because Big Shirley, she owns the Casino Blues down there, and Big Shirley got it going on. Like, she popping, right? And so they thinking like, okay, so the only person that's really ahead of us as far as this whole club casino thing is Big Shirley. Because, Big Shirley got the mayor in her pocket. She got the sheriff in her pocket. Her family has been owning this. It's been throughout generation and generation. She's well known and everything. And Saint just like, look, we can take it. Like, I'm on what you on. I want to take her club too, like we did old dude. But he was like, no, you can't do that. You need to do your research, because as I was stating earlier, Big Shirley got all these connections around New Orleans. And plus, Big Shirley got more bodies than a graveyard. And I don't think you would want to do that, because he was pretty much saying she really ain't got no muscle. The only person she got is Floyd. Like, she ain't got nobody. But he was just like, no. That's when he started telling her she got the mayor, she got the sheriff, she got all this and all this. So it's not going to be that easy. What they're going to have to do is wait it out and wait till it's a good time to hit. And then they're going to strike. And it seems like the end of this episode, this gives them the ammunition to strike and do whatever they need to do. Because mind you, the main reason why Big Shirley was trying to clean up the fact that Jean's brother Pierre unalived himself at their property is because she didn't want to go through this mess. But sometimes you got to do things that you don't want to do, which was, you could have went ahead and talked to that dude. But you know what? That'll be too much like right, and we wouldn't have the storyline that we have now. So, okay, here we go. All right, so now they're in the casino, right? And Marquise, he doing his rounds at the casino and all that stuff. Then he gets these country boys. They come up to him and they're just like, hey, one of your casino goers, they were drunk and they ran through the back of our fence and they hit Sam. I think his name was Sam. And it was like, Sam is, a family. He's a family member and all this other stuff. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, Sam better not be a cow. But anyway, let's keep it going. And then and Marquise was just like, look, okay, well, I give you, $5,000, whatever type of fee they got going on and all this stuff. He was like, no, this is gonna be more than $5,000, and whatever type of fee it is, because of the simple fact, you are pretty much your land. It's like he was saying that you're intruding into you're out of your zone. So you're pretty much intruding into my land, which is illegal. And he was saying that Sam is worth $150,000. $150,000. And it was just like, oh, okay, well, I need to talk to my mama, woo, woo, woo. And they was like, well, And then the guy started talking, and as they were talking, it was this big bodyguard dude coming up, I guess to be the muscle to kind of scare them. And as they was talking, he was like, yeah, Sam is the best bull we ever had, or something to that effect. He was like, bull? I mean, come on, you coming at me $150,000 talking about a bull? And he was like, yeah, this our family. You already out of your zone, and you better watch what you do. Pretty much threatening Marquise. And Marquise said, hold on, look, I don't take kindly the threats. He pulls up his shirt and shows his little pow that's hidden down in his jeans. And then the bodyguard man comes up and he's just like, oh, we got a problem, boss. We got a problem here or whatever. But he pretty much kind of puts them back in their place. Like, you don't come over here making threats. We going to take care of what we going to take care of, but we not giving you that. So it is what it is. You can just go ahead and go on with them problems, or you going to make it a bigger problem. All right. So that was pretty much what that was. They were just trying to get some money out of them that they clearly didn't need. All right, so now back over at the casino, Saint, he in there, and it looks like Prince is introducing them to a new business partner because, they had made that deal with that Sebastian guy on last episode to move like 15 keys or something like that. So Prince apparently had I guess he went to jail upstate because they kept saying upstate, this dude in this black beater. Is it a white beater? Black white beater? Well, anyway, this dude right here in the little tank top, he was just saying like, yeah, I was down with your boy, upstate, and I had his back and all this other stuff. So Saint is just like, okay, yeah, we gonna need your help trying to move these keys and all that other stuff. Whatever you need is cool. Woo, woo. Right? So right now, the conversation is good, but for some reason, dude in black tank top can't keep his mouth shut because he started talking about how Prince used to bring somebody upstate, the strippers, and she had a real fat butt, and she was dancing, and she had some good poom poom and all this other stuff. So Prince trying to get, wife beater attention, like, hey, stop. And then Saint looking like, hold on, Negro, you talking about my wife. He was like, I ain't know that was your wife, but she has. So Saint goes off, beat the boy up, choke his neck out. Because, at first Prince was trying to tell Saint, like, come on, dude, we got this work coming in. We need all the help we can get. But after wife beater had got, 1-2 real quick, he looking at Saint like this ain't over. And Saint peeped it, and Saint was like, I can look in your eyes and tell that you're not going to let this go. So Saint take out his pow child, and he take out the glizzy and, get old boy. So old boy is no longer here. Wife beater is no longer wife beating around these parks anymore. So now they're going to have to find somebody else to help move these keys. Okay. Moral of the story is, don't talk about Saint White, but what Saint don't know is that everybody that had his wife, and Marquise is one of the main ones that been getting his wife. So they say you can't turn an oar into a housewife, and apparently you can't, because your wife is still out here doing whatever she doing. Okay, so now you got Daddy Duncan here. Daddy Duncan is down there in the Louisiana. He ended up, I'm just going to fast forward him. He ended up seeing, Nene, his wife, and they was dancing it up down there at the, at the masquerade party, and they had a good time, and that was pretty much it. Moral of that story. All right, so now, yeah, so now we're here at the masquerade party, right? Everybody has come out. Everybody, looking good in their gowns, picture perfect. It kind of reminded me of Harlem Nights because everybody got on all the glitter and the hair is up and the mask and all of that stuff, right? So they're here. And the sheriff, the mayor comes up and he goes to Jean and he's just saying, yeah, condolences about your brother and, about him being attacked by the gators and all that stuff, and Pierre just wondering like, why are you bringing up my brother and how do you know for sure he got attacked by some gators? And then other black dude had to come up and say, you know how it is, y'all be doing these construction sites that's close to the swamp and the gators probably got a hold to them, and they trying to smooth it over, but the mayor was just like, he gonna get the sheriff to come in and do a more deeper investigation just to make sure everything is cool. So John kind of walks off, and Mayor pretty much put his foot in his mouth because he don't even want to deal with Jean anyway. So I don't even know why he even walked up to Jean and even talked to him about his brother, because Jean is a hothead and he don't even pretty much care that you the mayor. Pretty much. So anyway, that was enough of that. All right. So now still at the masquerade ball, Antoinette, that's Saint's wife, the one that Saint, this is the same Saint in the last episode, in the last clip that I had showed, with a clip before last that I showed, he ended up powing the dude and the wife beater for even mentioning his wife, right? So now this is the same woman that's been jumping up and down on Marquise, and she ain't learned her lesson. You know what I'm saying? She want to meet Marquise somewhere off in a broom closet so they can get it in. Marquise said, "You bad." She said, "I know I'm bad, but I'll be real good to you." What that song? You bad, I'll be good to you. Child, she said she gonna be real good to him. So whenever she get a break, then they gonna go and hook up and they gonna do whatever they gonna do. But she gotta be hiding from her husband. Okay. All right, so now you see the snitch guy from the last episode that saw them moving the body. So he was pretty much still trying to, it's almost like he's still trying to give Floyd and Big Shirley the benefit of the doubt. So he done came into the masquerade party. Well, he actually didn't come. He was sneaking in from the back, and they caught him. And Floyd was like, "Do you got your ticket?" He was like, "Yeah, I paid $150 for my ticket." Gonna find out he don't have a ticket, and they kicked him out the party. I was like, they really setting this up to where this dude don't like them. So, and it's easier for him to snitch. That's what they doing. They setting it up so he can snitch without feeling bad about it. That's what they doing. That's why they treating him so bad. Why you treat me so bad? This is why. All right. So Jean promised his wife this whole night, because Jean's wife has been like on him about date night, about hanging out together, and she was really looking forward to this masquerade ball, right? This is going to be the one night that they can really, it could just be all about them two. They can rekindle their romance, because his wife is lacking in the marriage, because Jean is putting his marriage first. He's overlooking his wife. So while they out here having a good time, kissing on each other, acting like they just back in that little era of fun with each other, Saint comes up and he's just like, "Yeah, boss, we gotta, the problem, pretty much the shipment that came in." And he said he gotta get ready to go. But his wife is just like, "Why are you leaving? You told me, you promised me I was gonna have this night." He said, "Yes, I know I promised you, but I gotta take care of this stuff. I'm on the edge of a breakthrough. I'm on the edge. I could feel it. I could feel it." And she's just like, but she said, "Look, apparently she has been with Jean since the beginning." She said ever since she had to hide the piece in the coat closet or whatever, she was hiding his piece for him when the police raided them. Like she said, she been ride or die. She said, "I love you. I'm gonna always be here for you, but pretty much you're gonna have to spend some time with me." But right now, he just don't have the time to spend for whatever reason. I mean, he got all these people. He got all these people that can do his job, but apparently he want to keep his hand in the muddy waters. Anyway, so he ends up telling her that he gotta go, and he was like, "You could just go ahead and stay." And when he reaches in to kiss her, she just moved her face like, I don't even want to even kiss you. I need you to just go ahead and do whatever you gonna do." Well, she gonna do what she gonna do, and we gonna see that later. Now, you have Curtis here, right? So of course, Curtis is the cousin, and he went over there to talk to Big Shirley about his mama over here dancing, dancing with their daddy. He don't know that that's his daddy, but he over there dancing. But Big Shirley give him like $3,000 in like little poker chips, and tell him to go on over there and you go have you a good time. So Curtis is at the what's that table called? Whatever they do. He over there at the dice table, right? And he's at the dice table, and right beside him is Jean-Luc's wife. Yeah, John LeBlanc's wife. So they right beside each other, and apparently she is Curtis's good luck. So while he over there slanging them dice, he looking at her, he telling her to blow on the dice. She blows on the dice, and okay, it's a hit. So now it's like Curtis saying, "I'm done with the gambling. I know when to stop," because he done made well more than his money. She like, "Shoot, yeah, I know when to stop too." And so Curtis is like, "Can I buy you a drink?" And she was like, "The drinks are free." And then he said, "Well, can I go? Can we have a dance?" And she agreed. I didn't think that she was going to agree, because so many of Jean's people are in this party watching her, but I guess she don't care at the moment, or maybe she forgot, or maybe she's just loving the attention that her husband is not giving her. See, that's what happened, husbands. Give y'all wives that attention that they need, and they won't have to stray elsewhere. Because when they started checking out with them emotions, whoo, I feel sorry for you. All right. So also you have another one of Jean LeBlanc's men, Prince. He goes and he sees Curtis's sister Lauren. Okay, so now this is the hookup. Now Prince is calling Lauren Princess and Cinderella and all this other stuff. They smoking tree together over there. They just having a good time, good conversation. They hitting it out weird, really well. Talking about where they from, Georgia. They just hitting it off. Okay, cool. They having a good conversation. So now it's like you have a Curtis and you have Jean LeBlanc's wife. These are two separate sides. They're commingling. And now you have Prince and you have Lauren, two separate sides, but they commingling. Ooh, child, this finna be a mess. And I knew it was gonna happen. I figured I knew it was gonna happen because there has to be some discrepancies in this, emotions involved with different sets. It's always like that, child. So Saint is back and Saint is looking for his wife. The bodyguard overhears it. He goes and finds Marquise and he tells Marquise, hey, Saint here looking for his wife. Marquise, they jumping up and down on each other. So Marquise looked back and talking about, well, tell him, well, she ain't here, but she's right there. And so he said, all right. So, bodyguard going on about his business. Marquise, Antoinette, they looking at each other. Okay, all right, we're gonna do you, but they still give each other last minute kisses. I said, well, I guess it don't matter who she been sleeping with, because apparently she been getting around, and her poom poom must be that good to get y'all hooked like that. I guess it is what it is. All right, so now you have Antoinette, and then you have the bodyguard dude, right? So they over there talking, and the bodyguard dude like, Antoinette, you need to calm down. Yo, dude over here crazy, acting crazy. So while they talking, he comes up and he sees them and he automatically gets jealous. Like, I knew you was lying to me. I knew that wasn't just your friend. Y'all covering up, making it seem like y'all friends, but y'all really sleeping with each other. Bodyguard dude like, Saint, you don't want none of this. I'm like, well, shoot, bodyguard, apparently you don't want none of Saint, because before I knew it, child, Saint done 1, 2, 3'd him and got him in the chokehold. They coming up, breaking it up. And I'm just like, how you gonna be somebody bodyguard, but you can't even bodyguard yourself? Make that make sense. I said, Marquise, I'd fire him if I was you. All right. So Saint go and grabs his wife out of the casino because he ready to go home. And then while they leaving out, you got the snitch dude that was hiding in the bushes. He comes up and he says, hey, I got some information for you. He was like, what you want, Weasel? But then the dude, I guess his name's Skunk or whatever his name is, he comes right out and tell them, hey, I know what happened to Jean LeBlanc's brother. He said, is that $100,000 still ready? Because I got some information and it's some good one. All right. So now back over at the still at the casino. Now you're seeing Jean LeBlanc's wife and Curtis. They are getting closer and closer, right? So now they're talking about where they're from, and she's saying that she's married and got a stepchild, and you know what I'm saying? They've been together for all these years, pretty much breaking it down. And then she tells him to take off his mask because she's a visual person and she really want to see, who the man behind the mask is. And I was like, Curtis, you need to tell her to take her mask off too, because you need to see whoever she is too. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so she takes his mask off because, then she kisses him. I said, wow, is it that easy? One night only? Okay, so you just gonna kiss him. And I guess ain't nobody there to see it, so you cool. But the thing about it is, she didn't think that the kiss was going to be as good as it was. And she was like, let me go ahead and go home before I have to take you home. And he was just like, I hope that's a good thing or whatever. But she walk off and she give him that look back like, boy, don't play with it. So you already know what's going to happen. I mean, we already know. These emotions and these feelings are gonna be tied together and all this other stuff, child. You are mixing. If everybody knew that they were finagling and canoodling with the enemies, it wouldn't be a show. So yeah. All right, so now they got the snitch dude, Weasel, Skunk, whatever his name is. They done brought him to the dope house while they over here counting all these keys and all this money and doing all that stuff. Jean LeBlanc said, "Why did you bring him here? You out of all places, you brought him here." And he said, and Saint was like, "Shoot, I wouldn't brought him here if it wasn't this important." So come to find out, hold on, wait. So Weasel dude was like, am I gonna get my money? Girl, why they Saint be punching everybody in the face? You tell me what I need to know before whatever. All right, so he ends up talking about, he know what happened to his brothers. It definitely wasn't no gators, and he got shot, and the person that did it was Floyd. I was like, why he didn't say Marquise either? Because Marquise was right there dumping the body, but I guess he just that mad at Floyd. He only said Floyd, and so that right there, that information right there has just given Jean LeBlanc ammunition to go after Big Shirley, Floyd, and everybody else. Because of that, even though Pierre really wanted fond of his brother like that, it's just the fact that he has a reason to do what he needs to do. And he already trying to take the woman casino and all of that. So the story is starting to develop, and we're going to get more into it. I got to go and review the next episode. So yeah, this is Sheila Bila. Like, comment, and subscribe. It looks like we're going somewhere. All right, y'all have a great day. Bye.